All right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise, glory, and honor that's due to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rahakwadash, double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who rule well, peace and blessings to the hopeful elect, and Shalom to the men of the Lord that are prophesying, preaching, and teaching on the highways and byways in sincerity and in truth. Shalom, Barakatham. And it's 2023 according to the Edomite calendar, and we have the new uh, declaration of the year by Apostle Tahar. Um, it's centered on hope and prophecy, and that's a very beautiful thing. The year is the hopeful year that all the prophecies come true. I believe, paraphrasing is how he Apostle Tahar characterized it. But you notice the two main things is hope and prophecy, man. Those are the things that we're relying on, man. And we are hopeful despite all the shit that we've been through in 2022, man. And even things we may have to endure in 2023, we're still hopeful that this thing is done, that it's at an end. That's why we constantly do videos, we constantly watch. All right, and we go into news, we go into to prophecy, you know, which is the most pertinent topic right now because that is the time that we're living in. Now, I pulled up Blacklisted News just to go through a few articles and just roll through the spirit because there's a lot of events going on and there's a lot occurring. All right, and it's all happening at once, and they got you worried about bullshit in the news, but a lot of it's distractions because this guy is making real moves out here. All right, so I'll see what sticks out here. I'm going on the fly here. Oh, I did read about this article. It says, "Are you a thought criminal?" It says, "If we are not free to think what we want, we do not have a free society." All right. It really is that simple. Unfortunately, there is now an overwhelming consensus among elitists in the Western world that radical measures must be instituted to control what people think. If you insist on being a rebel, there's a very good chance that you will be punished for holding unorthodox views, and that's true. In the article, I thought they were going to be alluding to was that there was a woman, man, that basically was praying in front of a parenthood of planning facility, I believe, and they arrested her, man, for praying. Now that's called being a thought criminal because they thought they called it harassment and hate and all the shit that he comes up. These are Edomite women that this is happening to, man. So what do you think's about to come for Jake, man? All right, we read this scripture all the time, but go to it real quick. Revelation 12 and 12, it says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." All right, and just getting arrested for what you think, that's him becoming irrational. All right, his power structures unraveling. Europe's completely destabilized. All right, the monetary system is fucked because the whole world's coming against you on that front, making their own currencies. All of these on every side, shit is unraveling. So get ready to see this guy get desperate. Get ready to see headlines become more, more and more ridiculous, man. And I'm gonna hold Isaiah 47 because I already know it's probably gonna come up, and it's one of the better. It's one of the best chapters in the Bible for the time that we're living in, man. All right, because this Isaiah 47 is taking place right now. All right, it says Biden expands crackdown on ghost guns. Suicide among the most common causes of death in the U.S. Is there any shocker, man? I mean, come on. Look at this. It says after that, age, cancer, heart disease, and more recently, the C19. It says even for children 5-9, homicide is a bigger danger and was the fourth most common cause of death. Right, because the scriptures speak about this place having a dark period, man. All right, before it all goes down. Let me see. You can read that in Ecclesiastes 12. You can read Isaiah 24. All right. It says, "Remember now the Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not." And America, all of America's good days have come. All right. the youth of America is no more. All right. And the days that the days where the evil didn't come, those days are past. Now great evil is about to set down and rest on this place, man, until the missiles come. That's going to be the greatest evil. All right. It says, "Nor the nears draw nigh, and when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them." And that's every American today. When this shit starts getting real, every American's not going to remember all the good days of the 50s and the 60s where everything was booming and you could just be a regular pipe fitter, man, and afford to have a woman, 3 kids, all right, maybe even a side piece, just doing regular blue. Those days are over with. And nobody's going to remember them. All they're going to remember is that everything became super, super easy to the point to where I'm lazy, I'm fat, I don't want to do anything. And now it's all taken away from me. They're not going to have any pleasure in them, man. That's why these self deletions are skyrocketing, man. 2020 fucked a lot of people up, man. And in 2021 got even more people, because by the time 2021 came in, all right, the economy crashed. 2/3 of all small businesses went under, man. All right, and not gonna recover. People lost savings, so even more people got depressed, man. And at the same time, you're watching the biggest corporations, Amazon, Tesla, all of them got filthy rich, man. Boeing, all of the defense contractors got rich. All the big pharma got rich. Your business is closing because something Esau did. Because this Amalekite that was in charge of outbreaks decided to make draconian decrees over you. I'm gonna go down to verse 3. It says, "And in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men bow themselves, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened." All right, the keepers in the house, they're trembling right now, man. These strong men are bowing themselves. They just manhandled Kanye West economically, his finances. just says sit down. That shows you that even being a billionaire don't mean shit. These people are getting ready to bow, man, in one way or the other. All right. Verse 4, it says, "And the door shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low, and he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low." And I believe 2023 is going to be that year where a lot of people experience this economic downturn even further, man. It's going to sink in, and pressure's gonna mount up, man. And it only takes one spark, one George Floyd like nigga for shit to pop off when you got all of this tension in the room. All right. Verse 5, "Also when they shall be afraid of that which is high, and fear shall be in the way, and the almond tree shall flourish, and the grasshopper shall be a burden. Desire shall fail," man. These are plagues. All right. Sadness, depression, that's a plague. Your crops getting fucked up, getting flooded, or just no rain, get a drought. These are plagues the Lord can bring on you, man. It says, "Or ever the silver," so let me finish that. "Because man goeth to his long home, Salakia, and the mourners go about the streets." All right. It says, "Or ever the silver cord be loosed, or the golden bowl be broken, or the pitcher be broken at the fountain, or the wheel broken at the cistern, then shall the dust return to the earth, as it was, and the spirit shall return unto the Most High who gave it, man. So this is talking about a very, very deep depression, all right? And that's where it's going, because it's only sustainable for so long. I was watching a video earlier. They were talking about how the job market increased, but the market is down 300 points. All right. So when the economy did have a little spike in jobs, why did Wall Street go down? Because their interest is inverse, man. They've been making money off of you when there's no jobs, showing you this whole thing is completely disconnected, and he's manipulating it, man. All this high finance bullshit. They try to spin you on jobs and the dollar and the treasury bonds here and that, and it's all witchcraft. It's all designed to just take shit from you, man. That's what you need to know at the end of the day. It's all designed to rob you and to weaken you. This is why we go into you go to Isaiah 32. It speaks about not trusting, or Isaiah 30, not trusting in Egypt. All right. But let's go back. Suicides. It's always a beautiful thing to hear, man. You know, because we need the elect of our people to basically wake up. We don't really give a fuck about anything else, man. We're tired of this shit. Amazon begins drone deliveries in California and Texas. This whole high tech thing that everybody's so excited for, they're going to use it against you. Okay? It's only a matter of time. Why? Because the whole place is run by the wicked. All right? U.S. Virgin Islands sues J.P. Morgan over the scandal of Epstein. All right? And I think I covered that a while ago, or maybe a week ago. And because it's all this is very embarrassing, man. All right, very, very, very embarrassing for Esau. Everywhere you go, you can just see this guy getting exposed. He's into some kind of wickedness. Your own people can't even back you up. They can't even. They don't even. They're not even giving you the courtesy to stay in silent. They're doing videos on Esau, man, breaking down how the NWO is, you know, Klaus Schwab, Edomites are calling all of this out, man. You know, so that's how you know we're basically at the end, when the house, all right, of Satan is basically divided. All right, let's read a little bit of Isaiah 47. I'm already going for a minute now, so it says, "Come down and sit in the," Isaiah 47:1. "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground." And that's what all these news articles represent. Sitting on the ground is being in a position of you being humbled. And how do you get humbled? You get exposed. All right. That's what's happening. All right. And it's going to elaborate. "There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate." All right. Meaning the perception that you had over the whole world, that shit has changed dramatically now, man. Dramatically. There's people overseas that don't even want to come here now, man. All right. They're like, what the fuck going on? You know? But they will try to extract some dollars from you. They might send their son down there, you know, to work, get a citizenship, open a store, and get paid, funnel that money right back to their country, and that's that. That's what these foreigners are doing, man. All right? They're siphoning wealth out of this place. It says, "For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate." All right? Because nobody views you that way anymore. All right? They all see you for the empirical maniac that you are, man. Verse 2, "Take the millstones and grind mill, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, and pass over the rivers." All right. And on all of your locks are being uncovered, your leg is being made bare. All right. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yeah, the shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man. So before these missiles drop here, that's what's going to be happening. A great uncovering of all his wickedness. All right. A great shame is going to hit him. And then all kind of physical plagues going to hit this place. And all of this infighting is going to be going on between Esau across, over in Europe and in the Americas, including Australia. So that kingdom's going to be fractured and divided, man. All right. And the only thing that's going to unify them is the return of Yahweh Shai when they try to do battle and fight. The Lord is cold that way, man. All right. It says, sit thou, verse 5, sit thou silent. So like me go to verse 4. As for our Redeemer, the Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name, and the Holy One of Israel, sit thou silent and get thee into the darkness. Get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms. All right. So you can see the turning over of this place. That's why you have entire websites like this. All right. That is just, all of it is negative against America. Because whenever you start exposing the truth, that's basically what you have. All fingers are going to point back to Babylon, the whore of Babylon, man. All right. Look at this right here. I can't even say this, but we all know y'all are all behind this shit, man. Let me see. Yeah, Davos 2023. WEF shifts into high gear and preparing for the next. You see it here. All right. You see it here. And all of this Davos bullshit, man, it's all it's all a ploy. And really, it's barely, you can even barely call it that, man. They're not even lying as much as you would think they would be lying. They're just straight up telling you you're gonna have nothing and like it, and we're gonna have a way of overcoming it, and we know better, and we're gonna assign credits to people. The way that you move and consume are gonna be restricted. You know. But what precept was that I was about to grab? Oh yeah, I remember. It's Daniel 8 and I started at 23. It says, and in the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to the full, a king of fierce countenance and understanding, dark sentences shall stand up. All right. It says, and his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power. And he shall destroy wonderfully and shall prosper and practice and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people. All right. And this goes back to the Greeks. All right, who were the same people as the Romans, which we know today is the last beast, man. And their MO doesn't change over the years. Esau, there's a marker on Esau too. Any country you see prospering with the sword, you know that that's Esau, man. Anything where the Momo agenda, the Rainbow Coalition is prominent, we know that that's his MO, man. All right. Every society where you see that in, the majority of the time, if there's that and the sword, it's Esau, man. All right. We would be tracked throughout the curses, throughout history by the curses. All right. But Esau, you can track him by his blessing, man, because he's the one enjoying his blessing at the moment. But it's set to end, man. All right. But it says, verse 25, and through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. And this WEF shit, this transhumanism and fourth industrial revolution, all the things that they want to do, put stuff inside of you. I'll put it to you that way. Make you a number. All right. Restrict spending. These are all things that he's claiming. All right, it is for the benefit of humanity. I'm just trying to save the world, but he's the destroyer of the world. all of those things that they're peddling to you, it's ultimately going to destroy. All right. It says, and he shall magnify himself in his heart. You heard that guy that works for Klaus Schwab, Yoel no Nohari, I believe his name is. You heard how that guy was speaking, man. Humans are just hackable animals. All right. We don't need the Most High. All right. It says, and he shall magnify in himself. He shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many, man. So that's how he's going to destroy people. It's going to sound like a good idea. All right. He's going to do it in the name of good. Not to the scriptures, but whatever he deems is good, man. It says he shall also stand up against the prince of princes. So this shows you, all right, when that this jumps to the latter time, or at the latter time, this nigga would be doing the same thing, just like he did. He did this during the Greek times, man. Passed all kind of draconian policies, man. Tried to sell you on it. Our ways are better and superior. And some jakes took it on the positive side, and some jakes just got forced. And that's exactly what he's doing today, man. But in this time, he's going to stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand, man. All right? So this is in the time when Yahweh Shai and Michael returns, man. All right? We don't have long. You just look on the first page of this and see that the sustainability of this place is eroded. All right? We're basically just waiting at any moment. That's why the title of the year is the hopeful year that all prophecies come true, man. Because we really don't have long. We're in a position where the last prophecies can just boom, they can just happen, man. 6 weeks, boom. You know? Look, 1.7 trillion spending bill requires platforms to verify ID of those earning 5K revenue per year. See that? So they basically want to know who you are. A lot of these content creators, man. You know? WEF urges public to bathe once a week or less to save the planet. Look at how they're speaking. You're using up too much water. All right. Now, what do you think is going to happen once they get everybody to very stupidly go along with this? And going along with it is going to be that Karagma. That's going to be the final seal that you signed up for it, for their agenda. All right. There's a lot of this, man. You know, and it's sad now, but on YouTube you can't barely speak anymore on this, man. I'll finish off Isaiah 47. I'll go down to I'll just finish it off real quick. Let's see. I'll start back at verse 6. It says, I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke, man. So they worked us to death, all right? And they fucked over us basically in every way that they could, psychologically, spiritually, everything they could do. At verse 7 it says, and thou said, I shall be a lady forever, so thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it, all right? So you acted recklessly, man. That movie about Oppenheimer, man, who did the atom bomb creation, he knew that there was a chance the entire atmosphere would ignite. He's like, do it anyway, man. That's Esau, man. That's who this is talking about. These last days, who's living deliciously in pleasures, man? This isn't the time of the Persians. They're not living the best. All right. This isn't the time of the Babylonians. That society, went down and scattered, man. The only people living in pleasures today are the Edomites. And y'all are known for putting your hands on the chosen people. That's you. Verse 8, it says, therefore now hear this, thou that are given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and no one else beside me. That's how every person that's bought into this American bullshit thinks, man. They think I'm gonna just live my best life. I just manifest things, and I don't want to experience any kind of trauma or any kind of adversity, and nothing bad's gonna happen to me. You know, that's how people think, man. It's a very feminine spirit, and Esau has basically put women over men in this society, man. And that's caused a lot of men to become feminine. And you know that's a whole. Continuing on, it says, I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. That's the attitude these people have. It says, but Salakia, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, and one day the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come up on thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thine enchantments. All right. And that's one of my favorite scriptures, man. Because that's the time we're living in, to want this place to go down, man. All right. It says, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me, thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and no one else beside me. So you're basically speaking like the Most High. So you know, what did the Lord do in the time of the Tower of Babel? The Lord said he came down, man. He looked at this. He actually laid eyes on what they were doing. And shortly after, it got confounded, man. Scattered the whole thing. So you can't speak like this and think the Most High ain't got aught with you, man. What's wrong with you, man? It says it right here, verse 11. It says, therefore shall evil come upon thee. So you basically guaranteed it just by trying to speak like the Most High, just by trying to be like the Most High. It was only a matter of time before the Lord come back to judge this place, man. All right. It says, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee. And thou shalt not be able to put it off. All right. So the Lord can turn mischief itself into a plague and just hit you with it, man. It says, and desolation shall come upon thee, which thou shalt not know. All right. And that's the worst kind. The worst punches are the ones you don't see coming. Verse 12, stand now with thine enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. All right. So you've always been about this life since you started this country, man. All of the witchcraft and rebellion that you propagated out throughout the whole earth. Got filthy rich off of it, and you still can't win. All right. It says, if so, be thou shalt be able to profit, if be thou mayest prevail. All right. So there is no winning in this society, man. This is why this is the hopeful year. Because all of these things are just signs of it, man. All right. Verse 13, thou art reared in the multitude of thy counsel. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. All right. Because we know that you consult with witchcraft on the left hand side, wizards, and even throughout. That's how you know Esau's into it, because every woman you speak and talk to is into it, man. every woman, even Christians, so-called Christians, will tell you that they're Sagittarius. That's how you know it's widespread everywhere, man. All right. It's talking about this place. All right. It says, stand up and save these from these things that shall come upon thee. Behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them. All right. So before the fire comes, all this is going on, being confounded, knowing the loss of children, plagues hit this place, man. All right. The scriptures all line up perfectly, man. It says, they shall not. It says, verse 14 again, behold, they shall be as stubble. The fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm at, nor a fire to sit before it. So this place is going to be desolate, man. All right. It says, thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth. All right. All these old companies that's been doing business with you, man, that's all done. You can read Revelation 18th chapter for more on that. They're all gonna abandon this place, man. Elites are gonna flee left and right when they start seeing all hell breaking loose. These elites are out of here, man. They're not gonna wait on the police to respond. Hell no, man. They're gonna have a bunker, a cave, or something, and many are gonna flee America. It says, even thy merchants from thy youth, they shall wander every one to his quarter, none shall save thee. All right. And the scriptures speak about that in Amos. That we're gonna dig into the rocks, man, and grab you, man. Wherever you're hiding. Revelation 6 speaks about it too. About us coming and finding you, man. Jeremiah 16 speaks about the hunters going out and finding you in the clefts of these rocks, man. So that's just what it is, you know. So Lord willing, this is edifying. I'll end it there, man. Lord willing, I'll come back with with some more prophecy that's going on in the news. All right, Shalom, Makim.